Hey Jackson, so this is a video, and I know it's been a long time since we've talked, but I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind lately, you know, and it's just that recently, in the past, I would say half decade, there has been more of a push for these bad guys that are really like, you understand where they're coming from, and their motives are, in their eyes, really good. And while I'm not a contrarian to that, I don't know if that's a word, I'm not opposed to that. I really like that too, and I agree with that. I think they should have that kind of motive. I don't think all bad guys should have that, and I don't think we should discredit bad guys who, in the past, who have not had uh, motives that they see are good in their eyes. And I will be using a character that I really like as an example, and that character is Ricky Tan from Rush Hour 2. So, Ricky Tan, if that's his name. Okay, well, his name's not on here. They don't say the bad guy's name. But I think the bad guy in Rush Hour 2 is Ricky Tan. And Ricky Tan killed Lee's father, Jackie Chan, Lee. He killed his father, and basically he is just a bad guy that just does everything for money. His goal is money, that's all he wants. He knows what he's doing is bad, and he doesn't care. He wants to be bad. That's just how some people are, you know? They don't have to have, like, something that happened in his past that now he hates everybody, or like he thinks money should all be his because he's the only one who's gonna do good with it. He just wants money. That's it. He wants to be a bad guy. And I really appreciate that kind of bad guy. Yeah, I feel like we are discrediting bad guys like that, even though I think the main problem with them is just that they're not memorable. And it's much easier to remember, to make a bad guy memorable by giving him, you know, understandable motive or a backstory that's real sad. It's much easier to do that than to make him just a memorable bad guy that just wants to do bad for bad's sake. He wants to watch the world burn, like Joker, you know? I think Joker is also a good example. He doesn't have any motive. He's just crazy. But then again, Joker's crazy. Ricky Tan is not crazy. So it's also like you're kind of like walking this line here. It's like, do you want to make your bad guy crazy? Because then he doesn't really have to have much of a motive. He's crazy. But if you don't want to make him crazy, you have to work really hard at making him a memorable bad guy, just in the way he acts and the things he does in the movie, like stuff that's not in the past and what has happened to him. I think a good example may be Javier Bardem's character in Skyfall. You could argue he's not crazy. I don't think he really is. He's just out for revenge because he was left behind, you know, his whole thing. But yeah, he's got a whole story too. I don't know, there are not many bad guys like Ricky Tan that are just out there just for money. They just want to be bad, they just want power, that are memorable or as memorable as characters like Thanos. Or I don't know, some other character with a backstory, a big bad backstory. I appreciate Ricky Tan, and there's a certain scene in the movie where Chris Tucker's character Jackie Chan's character is about to shoot Ricky Tan, and Chris Tucker's character is like, dude, what are you doing? You gonna kill him? And then Ricky Tang is like saying he killed his father, Jackie Chan's father. And then Chris Tucker's character is like, alright, kill him. Now you gotta kill him. Alright, he's just bad. He's a bad guy, and I like that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm trying to say here? I don't know. This is kind of unrelated, but it would be interesting to see a lot of these super memorable bad characters. Just have someone watch the films that they're in, or the film, without getting the context, the backstory to them. Like, just seeing them in the present of the movie and how they act. Cause yeah, then it's like, see how memorable they are then. Just a little thing to think about. Just a little thought I had. Cause I like bad guys like that. Ricky Tan. Is it T-A-N? I don't know. Anyways, I gotta work on my game.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing.
Oh, I also remembered there was this one time I was working on the game and I really had to pee really bad. And so I have these water bottles that are like, this one's not empty, but there's empty ones around the room. So I grabbed one and I just slid under my desk into the bottle, you know. But I think I might have spilled because last night, so that was a while ago, a few days ago, 2 days ago. Last night, I put my foot under there, and there was a little bit of wet. I don't know what it was. I drink so much water, I couldn't tell if it was pee or water. My pee just looks like water. So there's that too. I don't know what to do about that. I think you can help. Anyways, see ya, Jackson. Goodbye.